Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour here for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Tony's Picks Happy Hour, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. Here, morning from time to time to visit us here. And hey, glad to have Ben here. Sorry I missed yesterday. I was on the drive home, so it was real tough to try to do from the car. Signal wasn't so good, but definitely glad to have you here joining us on the happy hour. Excited to have you here. It's always the
Thank you.
three Ramigos, so most of the time, and then we get the odd capper here, the guest appearance with someone. So we're definitely glad to have you. Shout out to you joining us here on the happy hour. So as we always do,
Yeah,
we'll get to the
happy.
cappers, see how they're doing. So let's kick it off with Ben today. How are you doing here today, Ben, on this Wednesday?
I'm doing great. I really looking forward to. We got Tarek Skubal on the mound today, so as a Detroit fan here, really looking forward to that game.
Betcha. Gerard's looking good. Hey, that bullpen's doing well for the Tigers as well. Rode right in and past the Padres, who were leading that department, but not anymore. So, hey, the Tigers looking
Yeah,
real good.
yeah.
I'd be
We
excited
it
too.
was yeah, it was brought up yesterday. We had to call on that, so it was a good pick.
Nice. Head over to Ramon. How are you doing here today, Ramon?
Yeah, real good, Rod. Hopefully, we get some great games tonight in the playoffs. We got a four-pack of action and, well, half a card of baseball, so there are plenty of opportunities out there.
Definitely. We've seen some early action kick off the day already going. I'm poor Baltimore Orioles. Getting beat again. As the Twins beat them again in that first game. No luck for the Orioles. They looked like they were going to do good, but nope. The Twins came roaring back in that one and took game one. And so far, it's not looking good here in game two. Kicking on over to Ron. How are you doing here today, Ron?
Yeah, the Twins are hot, and we're chasing the Royals and my Royals and Ben's Tigers. Man, we're going to be jockeying for that 1, 2, 3 spot there in the AL Central this year. But yeah, good day yesterday, 7-3. Started out today with a rough one. Yeah, you cannot cap penalty kicks, can you, Ramon? So yeah, I had double chance with Valencia today, and unfortunately, a penalty kick got me in the loss column there. So 0-1 to start the day, but we'll get it back tonight.
Definitely heading on over to, as we always do, to the NBA. So let's get it started there. Hey, we got the Knicks taking on the Celtics. Celtics laying 5 in most places in that one. Injury wise, we know that it's Tatum out. Long time, tough loss there for the Celtics. And shout out Tatum on a long road to recovery for that injury after the surgery. So definitely a long battle back to full health. So all the best to him. Sam Hauser looks like he was been out most of the time. Hey, game time decision looks like he's gonna most likely to check in for the Celtics. And then the other game, looking at the Warriors and the Timberwolves, well, still Curry out in that one. Heading over to Ron. What do you like here in this first couple
Yeah,
NBA for the night?
you got two great trends going. You got the one team that is the best underdog in the playoffs this year on the road, 5-0, and that's the Knicks. But you got a nice trend, 18-5, I believe it is now, or 19-5, with the Celtics coming off an outright loss. So I'm going to look at the total here, and without Tatum, I know they should be getting some support from White and some of the others there, but I'm going to go under the 207.5 with the Knicks and the Celtics tonight.
Heading over to Ben. What do you like here in the NBA tonight?
Uh, yeah. So in that first game, yeah, the Knicks and the Celtics. In this one here, again, I think it's just such an emotional loss. You're losing Tatum. I mean, it could go obviously either way. Here, the team really is inspired and makes up the difference. But the way the Knicks have been playing, I just can't go against them right now. And the fact of getting points, I'm riding the Knicks and the points. The underdogs have been just coming through with the points all series in all the series, and I really like the Knicks in this one here just to close it out.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in tonight's NBA, Ramon?
Yeah, you with me, guys? For tonight, I'm going to go to a prop in the late game with the Warriors tonight against the Timberwolves. I'm going to go to Brandon Pajemski. Yeah, it's pretty tough to watch Napoleon Dynamite go out there the way he's chucking up right now, but the workload should definitely be there for Pajemski tonight. Just stay out of the. Don't go in there against Rudy Gobert. No need for you to be in there. But I've got to take him over 11.5 points tonight at -$1. He should get plenty of opportunities as long as he doesn't clank him around, I guess, like he has all series. He should get there. And with the Warriors in desperate mode, might checking up a few extra tonight. I got odds over 11.5 points tonight.
And for me, I'm going to look at that same game, but I'm going to take the Warriors there in that first half plus the 6 points as it's a do or die. So like they did in the last game, they came out hot and kept her close in the first half, but as it showed late in that game, they just didn't have the horses to hang with the Timberwolves throughout the game. So I'm going to take a shot at the +6 that I see in that first half. Take the Warriors in the first half there, plus the 6. Ooh, look at Whiskers. That's a good prediction, buddy. I'll root you on full game. As I know the team's right trying to win one. Maybe they can get Curry back from that injury. Superhuman healing powers, maybe. Might be a wing and a prayer too. A wing and a prayer. So I just tough way. We've seen some
these guys
really
might
tough.
Recruit you, Rod.
Hey, we might need singers in both our bands. You never know. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, that wraps up the NBA slate. Let's head on over to the Diamond for the games we got left going tonight. Hey, Baltimore did come back. Hey, look at that. They got the lead. Up 6-5, or they were all trying to win game.
Looks like they're running out of pitching in that game.
Probably. Yeah, as we can see, the scores bottom of the 5th, and it's already seen 11 runs. So craziness there. Ooh, look at Seattle trying to win 2 straight there against the big old bad Yankees. All right, let's kick it off. We got St. Louis taking on the Phillies. We got Boston heading into Detroit to take on Scooble and Company. We got Tampa Bay heading into Toronto to take on Bassett and Company. Lots of scoring there last night. Let's see how that one rolls today. Then we got Pittsburgh heading in to take on the Mets. And we'll throw in the Cubs taking on the Cincinnati Reds. And we'll go the other way. We'll head on with Ramon to get us started here in this early slate of MLB. What do you got for us, Ramon?
I'm going to go back to the Reds and the White Sox. So last night, I thought we would get a high-scoring game, and we did not. But we're still back here in Cincinnati, Martin and Lodolo here. So I've got to try over here once again. Yeah, I went under last night, but anything goes in the small park. And with Martin pitching here for the White Sox, Lodolo's been fine here. But, hey, we've seen the light from the White Sox here of late. So pretty big number, but the total has dropped down. I'm a little if I'm wrong, 8.5, 20 under, but White Sox on the road.
Heading on over to Ben. What do you got for us in the early slate MLB, Ben?
Yeah, so I'm gonna ride my Tigers one more time here. I really like Detroit in this one here with Tarek Skubal on the mound. You got to go to the run line to get any value with this, but I also like Tarek Skubal to get the win. I just feel like the Red Sox struggle against left-handed pitching, or at least it isolates their top 2 hitters, Duran and Devers, for sure, with Skubal on the hill, and he's effective, right or left-handed batters, and he has just been cruising in his last 3 games here. He hasn't given up a walk in the last 3 games, and I saw his walk prop. What's interesting is over or under 0.5, so under 1 walk is plus money. And like I said, he hasn't given up a walk in his last 3 games. It could be due, but I like the plus money with Tarek Skubal. He has been sharp. So again, I like the run line with Skubal to get the win, and then I like to throw a little on this walk prop.
Nice. Head on over to Ron. What do you got for us in the early slate MLB tonight?
I guess I'm going to look at the Pirates and the Mets. I really don't like to lay big run lines, but I think this is pretty much a smash spot for the Mets. We're laying odds. Really don't like to do that. Maybe we can get it up to -2. We can drop some of those that juice, but I like the Mets big in this one.
And me looking at that game, I like the under there in that one. You look at Faulkner; he hasn't pitched too bad over his last few starts. I think he'd be able to hold down this Mets offense that isn't been ripping it out the park and scoring tons of runs. 4-4-2 in their last 10, and you look at the Pirates, 8-1-1 to the under in their last 10. So give me the under in that one. And then I like the Rays here over the Jays. Nice little plus price. I'm dominant over this Jays squad. So I'm going to continue riding that one. The nice plus price there with Pepe out on the mound. Not a Bassett guy. I don't want to leave that kind of number with the Blue Jays ever. I don't want to chase a run line with them either. So, we've seen what they do defensively when that bullpen starts a rolling. It's north of 4 ERA. It's tough to be a Jays fan right now. 20-21. In a team that you figure would be better with the stars they got on that squad. And then one more I'm looking at here, as I alluded on the morning show, I liked St. Louis in game number 2. I didn't like them in game 1, as we've seen. They had a nice little low-scoring one. Philly got the win there in game 1. I like St. Louis to bounce back here and get the win here in game 2. I'm just not a Nola guy. It's been profitable to continue to fade Nola, so we'll fade him again there in that matchup. All right, let's head on to the last slate we got for the night slate of the MLB. We got Washington taking on Atlanta. We got the Miami Marlins taking on the Cubs. We got Colorado taking on Texas. Ron's Royals into Houston taking on the Astros. And we got the Angels taking on the Padres. And we got the best team on the road in baseball into LA to take on the Dodgers. We'll head on over to Ron. What do you like there in the late night MLB action?
Yeah, going to my Royals. I should have got it done last night. I kind of hate they got the walk-off. I think there was like 3 walk-offs in like a matter of 10 minutes. It was unbelievable. But I'm going to go with Houston. Anytime you get a guy that's coming up, first debut pitch, and he's favored, yeah, they're telling you he's pretty damn good. So I would take the Houston Astros -125 in that one.
We'll head on over to Ben. What do you like here in the night slate of MLB?
Well, one of the games that's just surprising to me is to see Patrick Corbin and the Rangers favored at -230. I get the Rockies are terrible, and Sensatella hasn't pitched very well either. But Patrick Corbin, boy, quite the project here coming back in this in 2025 here. When I looked at the numbers, Corbin, he hasn't pitched really well against the Rockies. Not a lot of at bats, but he's given up some hits to the Rockies. Sensatella, who has not pitched well this season, I get it overall, but his numbers against the Rangers, again, limited sample size, was not. He's got good numbers against the Rangers hitters. The Rockies got to win some games, and you got to take underdogs. In this one here, I'm going to take a flyer on the Colorado Rockies. I think they're going to win this game. They played the Rangers tough in the first 2 games, and I think they get to Corbin. I think Corbin's, he's going to stumble at some point, and I think this is going to be the game.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like for the nighttime action, Ramon?
Yeah, I was going to consider the hot prospect with Houston. The move's obviously been on the Royals there, Ron took his Royals, so maybe I'll watch his debut, but his PCL numbers are very, very good. Whenever you're a top pitcher in the PCL, you got to watch out. So let me move to the Padres and the Angels again here, Rod. We've seen some high scores here the last 2 nights. We've seen some theatrics on both sides, late home runs. Wouldn't be surprised if Fernando Tatis gets one on the butt cheeks tonight after that celebration last night. Probably get drilled first at bat, but I'm going to go over tonight with Hendricks. As we know, how Hendricks can up. Randy Vasquez has been okay here. Bullpen got blowed up over the last week and a half. Rod, what happened? They had a 1.67 ERA 10 days ago. Now they have a 3.23 ERA out of the bullpen. So let's go over tonight with the Angels and the Padres.
Yeah, I'm going to hope that the Angels do all the heavy lifting for you there in that one, Ramon, because I'm going to go with the Angels there and Kyle Hendricks on the road at that nice big plus price. I'm not a Vasquez guy. Sure, over the last few, he hasn't been too bad, but we know that Padres bullpen, as you just alluded to, hey, they can give up some runs as well. And also, I've seen that this Angels squad there, they won their last 7 games as an underdog against the NL West following a loss. So, a nice plus price. I'll take a shot there with the Angels and Kyle Hendricks. Just one of those contrarians. Everybody's jumping on the Padres, going, "Oh, it's Hendricks on the road. It's awful." And yeah, his numbers have been awful, but we've seen at times this year he's not as awful as some of those numbers allude to. So, I'm going to take a shot there with the Angels in that one. And with what's the other one? I like the over here with the Marlins and the Cubs. 2 pitchers on the mound, but we're seeing Weathers making his first start back here for the Marlins. We'll see what he does there in that one. But at 7.5, I think that's just too light. Tyone on the mound. There's a guy I like to fade, but Weathers is just too many question marks for me. But what I do like is an over. I think we see plenty of runs there in Chicago to get us over that 7.5. Hey, that wraps up the MLB. Let's get on over the ice. We got a couple games on the slate tonight. We got a big game 5 in Toronto. Series is tied 2-2 between Florida and the Leafs. We'll see where that one heads. And then we got the Oilers heading into Vegas to try to close out the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't know, Ramon, what do you got for us tonight on the NHL slate? Did we lose Ramon? Oh, no. You're up, Ramon. What do you like in the NHL slate?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rod. Thank you very much. I'll try to make it. I'm going to go to the late game with your Oilers tonight, going up against the Knights. Could it be the well? It could be if Jack Eichel doesn't find the net here. At least try to put some shots on goal. We know he's struggled with his shot. He's taking care of his other guys a little bit in the assist department in the postseason, but he's running a little bit dry here. And with the biggest test for tonight, I think Eichel's actually going to step it up. I'm going to ramp it up on his shots and go an alternate line over 3.5 at plus 150 tonight with Jack Eichel. Stoney struggling a little bit. They're going to need to put some on after that shot. I'm going with Eichel tonight. 3.5 shots on goal here at plus 150. Hope you got that right.
We did. We heard Eichel over 3.5 shots. I think Leon's going to have something to say about that. I don't know over to Ben. What do you like here? Do you like the hockey?
Yeah, I'm going to leave it up to you guys as the experts on hockey.
Just for me, that's a tough one. I get it. Eichel's going to have to step up big, but Leon did a really good job in that last one, shadowing him the whole game. That's why you didn't hear so much of him. And that's why you haven't really heard about Draisaitl ripping a whole lot of points in either, because he's become Mr. Shadow of Mr. Eichel. So we'll see. Definitely not going to cheer for you there. I'm sorry, I cannot cheer for any Vegas signs of things there. I don't know where to run. What do you like here in the NHL tonight?
Not Brooke, you ain't gonna fix it now. I mean, I'm telling you, I've said it all through this year and all through the playoffs. The best underdog making you money this year are the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're at home. Take them as a home dog. Don't even think about it. I know everybody's gonna love the Panthers tonight. Yeah, but you don't want to be a road favorite in these playoffs, and you don't want to be a road dog in these playoffs. They're 9-23. Take the Vegas Golden Knights as well.
Did you just take Vegas too? This is over. Bye-bye.
Gave you a
na. Hey, goodbye. Vegas doesn't have the power. Hill doesn't have the ability to stop a beach ball right now. And the Oilers are in his head. The series is over. It's all over with but the crime. We're not going to need game 6 here in this one. Just like last time, he took Vegas, kicked you in the butt. Don't do it again. Telling you. Guess what? Premium again. Just like I did last time. The Oilers with the freemium. The Oilers are going to win tonight. They're going to end the series. Bye-bye, Vegas. Nah. Yes, answer Mr. Wesker's question. Skinner will start tonight. He's on a shutout streak. The Oilers have figured out how to keep Vegas away from taking shots that mean anything. And they did last game, as I said. They outshot them, whooped them. Sure, Vegas is going to try to get off the mat. You're going to hear at the end how bad Stone is injured, because I don't think he's 100% at all. So that's huge. When I watched him in that last game skate around, he didn't even attempt to hit anybody. Not even close. He tried to cherry pick him around the ice and hanging out in the middle zone area when you can tell where you're injured. He didn't scrum it up very much. Just one of those things. And look at Justin already chirping. Here comes Dallas. Watch out. That'll be a heck of a series, I think. Dallas Stars. So it'll be the rematch of last year, right? Stars with a little bit a B in their bonnet. I can't wait for that. So. There's your play for me. Take the Oilers. Bye-bye, Vegas. And the other one, I'm kind of with you. I'm going to cheer for Toronto. You know, I'm kind of a cheering for the Leafs. So, but I'm going to take the under in that one. I think you get a lower scoring game than this game 5 at 6. I like it. I think at worst you get a push in that game. But it's going to be more like we seen last game. First of 3 wins that one there tonight between the Leafs and Toronto. And I will cheer for Toronto. Go, Toronto, go. All right, that brings us to the hold on. I think Ramon made it back. That brings us to the player prop, game in the future, parlay. We leave it up to the capper to decide whatever they got for us here in this section. And then let you know what they got going over at Tony'sPicks.com, because that's where you can find our best bets. The bets that we're making tonight, the ones that we got our money on. Hit the link. It's in the description. Get you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com, and you can find those bets. All right, let's kick it off with Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon? All right, kicking on over to Ben. What do you got for us tonight, Ben?
All right, so I've got right now I got a 3-pack for the MLB tonight, and a guaranteed 3-pack out there. And I also have my first half and full season MLB package, which is for great value for a lot of picks. You know, I do a lot of baseball, so that one's definitely great value. One parlay that I'm looking at right now, well, a couple of picks that I like here prop wise, and maybe even parlay them, is I like Ryan McMahon tonight to get a single off from Patrick Corbin. He's 7 for 16 off from Corbin, and with only one extra base hit. So he's hitting .438, but yeah, he's all singles for the most part. So I really like that play. And again, if that's juiced a little bit, if you parlay that, I really like Paul Goldschmidt with 2 total bases. Well, the game's already gone off. So let me go to my next play, which was Manny Machado. I like him for 2 total bases off from Kyle Hendricks. He's hitting .450 against them. So those are 2 plays that I like in these later games. Ryan McMahon single and Manny Machado 2 total bases.
Head on over to Ron. What do you got for us tonight, Ron?
Yeah, I got best bet in all sports there. I got a best bet in the NBA and the on the ice, and then my MLB Diamond Crusher still up there for grabs. Yeah, let me go to a parlay. We do have some soccer tonight, so I'll take the Philadelphia Union. LA Galaxy are just garbage, so take the Philadelphia Union in MLS action tonight. For tomorrow morning, do a 2-team parlay. Do LG Twins and Samsung Lions, 2-teamer there on the money line. Take those in the KBO action. And then let me get a couple for you tonight. I like the Celtics first half. I think we're going to see what they're made of. They're going to come out hard and strong. So I would take the Celtics first half minus the 3.5 tonight.
Right, because they're not going to go down without a fight. It's probably not a bad way to go if you like them. But can they handle the full game? We've seen them come out gangbusters in that first half. So
the thing about the Knicks, though, Rod, they're just if you look at the Pacers and the Knicks and the Nuggets are the 3 teams that are making you money in the playoffs. ATS, you got to stick with them, man. Yeah, you got to stick with them. And the Knicks are undefeated on the road. On the road, they're undefeated.
as you alluded to, was 5-0. I think that dates all the way back to last season. I think they've won 6 straight on the road, including.
I think so. Yeah.
I believe it's 6 straight road games in these playoffs. So been the next. So gangbusters. And then that one. For me, I think that early one. No, not yet. See, 4:15. All right. So my parlay be the same as this morning. I like St. Louis game number 2. Then we're going to throw in the Tampa Bay Rays. And then we're going to throw in that Chicago White Sox as well. Nice little plus price there on them. 3-teamer for you. And for me, over at Tony's Picks, I still have available my best bet in the MLB, best bet in the NHL. Well, don't pick up the best bet in the NHL. I just gave it to you. So there you go. Bonus for you. Told you I had a freemium. Gave it to you. We're going to get it again. Take the Oilers in that one. And then check out my NBA best bet as well. But better yet, here at Tony's Picks, best way to go is long term. Pair me up with the cappers you see here. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Having 2 cappers putting money in your pockets, best way to go. You see all of us up on the leaderboards on the yearly section too. So we've been making you money all year. So jump aboard, pair any one of the cappers you see up here, and take advantage 2-for-1 capper promotional. Because when you're bored long term, hey, you get that late steam play as well. Anything we put in 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time, you get it emailed directly to you when you're bored long term here at Tony's Picks. That is the way to go. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Any final words before we head on out for tonight's action?
Get ready for WNBA, guys. Me and Rod will be doing something here really quick for you. So get ready, and we'll reviewing those games Friday night. So get ready.
Definitely three on the slate. I've been looking already, so I can't wait. See if we can continue to crush the WNBA and make
knocked it out of the park last year, especially during the playoffs. You just followed us in the playoffs, you would have rolled.
Right? Definitely money to be made there in the WNBA. Little bonus for me. I'm going to take Leon Draisaitl. I know he's been quiet in the series. Actually, if you look at the 2 big guys for the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, the numbers that they have in this series, if you look at how many points that they have combined, you would be like, okay, the Oilers are losing 3-1. You would not expect the situation to be where it is right now, 3-1. You would figure 3-1 the other side just because it's been the secondary scoring of the Oilers that have stepped up big there. But I think tonight, Leon pops one and gets us a nice little plus 120. A little bonus for you there as well.
In the Vegas net this time, right?
Correct. In the Vegas net this time, not on his own goal. I wonder if someone could put route. You could email the book and said, I had Leon to score a goal. It doesn't specify which goal he scored in, because he did score a goal. It went off his stick and into the net. I don't know if books would have honored that. Maybe if you emailed your book that you had a Leon Draisaitl goal, because he really did score the goal. But I think what they do in the score, you'd have to go back. The Las Vegas player to touch the puck, which would have been the guy that actually shot the puck, right? He gets credit for the goal, even though it goes off Leon.
He does.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, make sure you tune back each morning, Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, for the Tony's Picks Morning Show. See the same regulars you got on there. Hey, I didn't see Higgs pop in the chat, so I don't know what he's barbecuing. Tune in then, and he'll tell you what he's got on the grill. Cooking up usually. Sometimes he pops in and lets us know. And thanks everybody who's joining us in the chat as well. Mr. Weskers, Ron's in the chat. Hope you're feeling better, Ron. Make sure you get those antibodies into you and get some little rest out there in Detroit as well. Don't work too hard. You need a little bit of rest time. It'll come back to get you. So shout out to Andrew in the chat, Justin, PW Critter as well, Jermaine. Thanks to everybody in the chat as well. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. Have a good one.
All right. Go Scooble.
Good luck, guys.
Go Scooble. Get it.
Go Scooble. See ya.
See you, everybody.